Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Mr. Febrian Saputra, SM, M.S.M, as a lecturer in Human Resource Management course. Hello guys, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Melisa Alivia with NPM 224110006. Okay, this video I will discuss about performance appraisal. What is performance appraisal? Performance appraisal is a process or activity carried out by individuals or groups within a company to evaluate and communicate how employees perform their work by comparing the result of their work with a set of standards that have been created in a certain period, which are used as a basis for considering an activity. Next slide. Purpose of performance appraisal. Performance appraisals are used to tell employees the extent of their performance and the rewards they will get. Performance appraisal also aims to evaluate and provide feedback to employees, which will develop employee and organizational effectiveness. Next slide, work management. Performance management is process-oriented goals directed at ensuring that organizational processes are in place, maximize the productivity of employees, team, and finally the organizational itself. There are two components of performance management, namely 1. Performance measurement and feedback. 2. The reward component of total compensation. Next slide, performance management system. A performance management system is a formal process that's structured to measure, evaluate, and influence the attitude, behavior, and performance result of employers relate to the passions or job they. Performance management system help direct and motivate employees to maximize their effort to achieve organizational goals. Next slide, performance assessment. Performance appraisal is a process carried out by organizations to evaluate the work results of these employees. Performance appraisal is a formal system for reviewing and evaluate the performance of individuals or teams within carry out his duties. Performance appraisal involves evaluating performance based on the judgment and opinions of subordinates, CEO workers, bosses, other managers, and even the employee himself. Next slide, benefit of performance appraisal. Point 1, performance improvements, compensation adjustment, then employee placement, then training and development needs, career planning and development, detect weakness in the staffing process, detect inaccuracy of information, detect job design errors, ensure equal employment opportunities, then detect external factors that influence performance, and the last, provide feedback to HR department. Okay, next slide about performance appraisal recruitments. A performance appraisal system must be capable accurately depict typical performance from an employer. That's what the scoring system is for. Performance must job-related, evaluate various critical behaviors, then can result in successful performance. Practical can be used easily by student evaluators and employees, and standardized enable practice to be realized uniform performance assessment. Okay, next slide about performance standard. Performance standards are benchmark for measure performance. Point 2, to be effective, the standard must be related to expected result from a position. Then, performance standard associated with a job-related positions can be obtained through a process job analysis. Next, SMART principle in setting performance standard. Specific, clear and detailed. Measurable, can be measured. Achievable, can be achieved based on agreement between employees and their superiors. Result-oriented. Time frame, clear time frame for achievement. Next slide. Performance measure. Performance measures are value or ranking used for evaluate performance. Performance measures should be easy to use, can be reliable, and able to report critical behaviors that determine performance. Performance appraisal challenge. I designing a performance appraisal system effective. We need to consider the following challenges. 1. Legal obstacle. 2. Race bias. And 3. Cross-cultural issues. The point 1 is race bias. Bias is an internal inaccuracy disorder measurement. Some rather biases, the most common ones are halo effect, errors due to central tendency, bias due to leniency or strictness, cross-cultural biases, personal prejudice, and reverse effect. Next slide, performance appraisal method. (316-degree feedback assessment method), rating scales method, critical insight method, easy method, work standard method, ranking method, forced distributions method, behaviorally and scored rating scales or bars, result-based system. Well guys, that was a little explanation regarding the material I have conveyed. I hope it can be understood well and is useful for all of us. More or less, I apologize for ending. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.